What's up, BP Squad? It's Spence Crosby back with another video. Today, guys, we're going to talk about why I recommend all men to take up a fighting style. Now, me and most of you guys that watch my channel really love anime, and I can definitely attest to the fact that I drew inspiration from anime to do martial arts. It was nothing like seeing Yusuke Urameshi from Yu Yu Hakusho just one punch guys like it was nothing, or Goku demonstrating his martial art prowess throughout Dragon Ball Z, and now Super, especially that fight with Frieza. I mean, we was all at home just like, yo, are you serious? Like, Goku just turned Super Saiyan, that's crazy. But that fight with Frieza really sealed the deal for me. And at the time, I was inspired to get into martial arts. And I'm like, you know what? I want to learn how to fight. Here comes the but. Growing up in a single parent home, my mom did all that she could to provide for me and my brother. Growing up, my mom was very loving, caring, and overprotective. And still to this day, she embodies those characteristics. And I love her dearly for that. And now that I'm a father, I see those characteristics being reflected in me. I'm loving, caring, and sometimes I could be overprotective, but not as overprotective. But the point is this, guys, when you have an overprotective parent, sometimes they just want to protect you from the world with good reason, of course. But the thing is this, sometimes that overprotectiveness can lead to timidness. That was me. I was timid. I was scared. I liked the idea of fighting, but I was still timid. And it wasn't until later in my life that I got into martial arts. And that's where we're going to be talking about the qualities that are built when you learn martial arts. And that's going to lead us into our first quality, and that's confidence. Guys, confidence is key. Everyone tells you that. And I'm gonna always say, get in shape, learn how to fight. You'll build extreme confidence. For me, guys, I was timid. I was scared of the world. But when I learned how to fight or just defend myself, that's when I built confidence. I was a small kid for a good portion of my life. I didn't really grow until I was like 17, 18 years old. And so that led me to my first tier of confidence, getting in shape. But then I learned how to fight. So in my early 20s, I learned MMA. And of course, you learn how to grapple, wrestle, and all those good things. And so you wrestle and roll with bigger guys. So I had this one guy in particular. We were doing our rolling, we're doing our sparring and stuff like that. And I would be in that high mount position. Next thing you know, we're just trying to play for position. And he's using his arms, I'm using my arms. Next thing you know, I swing around, boom, get his arm. He's like, I was like, yo, I'm getting pretty good at this. And so it was like, I think that was on a Friday. Anyways, he's like, yo, let's roll again on Monday. He was a little upset because I'm a smaller guy. Now I just started to build confidence on top of confidence. I just got finished putting a bigger guy in an arm bar. Imagine what I could do to a smaller guy. That's not always the case because there's small guys out there that can really roll and they can tear your butt up. But you know, just building up my confidence. And so that's why I always say, guys, learn how to fight, learn how to defend yourself because you build confidence, especially if you're a smaller person. I remember my MMA instructor, he's like 230, 240. His instructor came in, judo guy, like 130 soaking wet. Flexed him like it was nothing. I was just like, wow, that's crazy. So for me, it gave me perspective because if you're smaller and a guy knows how to defend himself, he has a chance against a larger person. Not always the case that he's gonna win, but at least he has the confidence to take his opponent on. Learning how to punch, kick, wrestle is crucial to building confidence. Even now, I'm not the biggest guy, but guess what? I have the confidence to take care of myself and of course, my family. So that's my first quality, guys. You build confidence. My second quality, it instills some sort of discipline. This is probably my favorite. Discipline is key for every man on this planet, really for every individual, but especially men. And what does discipline do for you? You learn how to better control your temperament, the temptations, desires, and you understand the value of things. Discipline is crucial. And I love that about martial arts because it instills discipline. Guys, it's nothing like doing a horse stance for like 3 to 5 minutes and just throwing punches or keeping your hands in a prayer position or just punching or kicking the heavy bag for 12 rounds, 3 minutes on, 1 minute off. That's crazy discipline. When you gotta go run for your fight and you know it has to be done because it's gonna keep you in shape. What does that build? Discipline. You start to understand the value of things. And that makes you more mature. Take the late Karate Kid, for example. I love what Jackie Chan tells Jaden, jack it on, jack it off. And Jaden's like, why am I doing this? I'm not learning how to whoop anybody. I'm just taking my jacket off and then putting it back on. But little does he know, he's building discipline. He doesn't see it because he's too immature. But over time, he's gonna start to understand that it's building discipline. Discipline is the meshwork for your mindset. You must have discipline. When you tired, you just don't feel like getting up and doing something, but you know it has to be done, discipline's gonna come in. Because motivation comes and goes, but discipline is gonna tell you, get your up and get it done. And that's why I love martial arts, because it instills discipline. Certainly, I have a better understanding of values now. Skills, when I see people's accomplishments, I'm just looking at them like, wow, I know that required a lot of discipline. So guys, discipline is extremely crucial. My third quality helps you to control your emotions, helps you stay calm, collected, especially when that moment of anger, it wants to erupt, stay calm. You have to learn how to control your emotions, especially as a man. I'm not saying you can't vent, but it's how you deliver things. Control your tongue, control your emotions. For my guys that fight or still spar, you know how it is. When you get caught with a good shot, especially early on, you might get upset and you might lash out, and next thing you know, you get your whooped. And you're just like, wait, what? I got hit with a good shot. He pissed me off. Now I'm getting my whooped harder than I did before. Crazy. So it's just like that moment of anger, control it. And that's what martial arts builds. It builds calmness. It helps you to control your emotions, because you know if you react with that immediate thought, it's downhill. I sparred before when I got caught with a good shot. Next thing you know, I'm getting clocked even more because my game is thrown off. Now if I get caught with a good shot, I'm like, good shot. I might smile, might even laugh a little bit, but I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get you. I got something for you. So as men, we have a lot of testosterone. We have all of this energy, and we're just like, you know what? Let me go beat up this person. Let me go hurt this person. Go to a boxing gym. Go to an MMA gym. Go lash out at one of those guys. They gonna humble you, I promise you. And that's why you rarely see fighters out here just looking for fights, because they fully understand the repercussions of fighting. You see the average Joe Blow. He always wants to fight with somebody. You know that guy at the club, your family event, he get a little bit of alcohol and then he's getting mouthing off because he can't control his emotions. Next thing you know, he in a chokehold. I can't breathe, I can't breathe. Control your emotions. That's what I love about martial arts. When you learn how to fight, you don't go out there just seeking trouble. You don't really care to seek trouble because you understand the repercussions of fighting. You know when it goes down, you're gonna be calm, collected, and you're gonna be like, you know what? I'm ready to go. But you're gonna try to dispel or avoid that at all costs. So again, every man should learn how to control their emotions. And my fourth one, guys, helps you better understand the true nature of violence. Kind of ties into controlling your emotions, but when you know how to fight and you've been through sparring or you actually have fighting competitions, then you know the true nature of violence. It's nothing like giving guys concussions, taking concussions, seeing somebody get dropped, or even some cases, some people actually get killed. Fighting can be extremely dangerous. Again, that's why you don't see fighters out here looking for trouble, because they understand the repercussions of fighting. They understand violence. People like the idea of violence, but when it comes down to it, they don't really want to get violent unless they necessarily have to. And again, I'm always going to advocate, try to de-escalate the situation as much as possible. You don't want to get in an altercation, especially on the streets. People have knives, guns. You don't want to get into that. So that's why you try to avoid those things at all costs, because again, violence could take your life just like that. That split second you just reactive and you get mad and you just want to hurt somebody. Next thing you know, you shot, stabbed, you're in the hospital. That's why you have to fully understand the true nature of violence. You can play football, basketball, soccer, but guess what you can't play? Combat sports. You can't play because ultimately your life is on the line. And that's why I think it's crucial for people to fully understand the true nature of violence. Learning martial arts, it teaches you that. And my last one, guys, which kind of ties into the first one, is that it gives people the ability to defend themselves. Majority of people you come across, they don't know how to properly fight. They just throw their hands wildly and crazy. When you understand fighting, it gives you the ability to fully defend yourself because you know what it takes to get the job done. And the more experience that you have from sparring and fighting, the more equipped you're gonna be. They got this joke, right, where they say if you're under 200 pounds and you walking around being a victim, you have victim weight. I'm gonna say this, if you know how to fight, really know how to fight, especially you know how to wrestle, strike, all of those good things, you ain't a victim no more. I don't care if you're 150. Imagine Tank punching somebody that's 220. Tank Davis, he can hit. I guarantee that little dude gonna do some damage, I promise you. And so if you're walking around and you don't know how to properly defend yourself, then you a victim. Now I know people have weapons and all of this stuff, but just imagine if we didn't have weapons, how many people will actually get their whooped? How many people really need their butt whooped? And most of those people that need their butt whooped, they don't know how to fight, they shoot. And I get it, and personally, if you know how to fight, learn how to shoot as well. It's just as crucial. You gotta be John Wick out here. You gotta learn how to fight, shoot, do all this crazy stuff. But the point is this, guys, learn how to defend yourself. It's super important. And what does martial arts give you? The ability to defend yourself when the time is needed. But guys, those are my 5 qualities that I think you build when you learn martial arts. Again, I'm not advocating for violence. Just understand you have to defend yourself, be confident in yourself, and most importantly, understand and control your emotions. Those are crucial as a man, especially being a leader in today's society. We need those qualities. But if you enjoyed today's video, you know what to do. Smash that like button. Most importantly, hit that subscribe button. I see you guys next week at the usual time, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Peace and love as always. And Ashe. Boom. We out, baby.